Welcome back to MotionRC.com. I am your product specialist, Wesley, and today we are checking out the all-new 80mm Cougar from Freewing. We're going to be doing 3 flights for you today. We have this first flight on a 4,000 milliamp battery. Our second flight is going to be on a 5,000, and our third flight will be on a 6,000. So we can show you all 3 battery packs in the airplane. I have no modifications to the model aside from I have moved the battery strap from the furthest back battery strap location to the furthest forward battery strap location for this 4,000 milliamp battery. All right, without further ado, we're going to fly this. I got my buddy Jerry behind me. He's going to be calling out maneuvers. I want to fly the exact same flight with all 3 batteries for me. So we're going to start with our takeoff, no flaps and no ordnance. Here we go. Gear up. All right, our first maneuver we're going to do for you guys is the fast pass. Like I said, this is on a 4,000 milliamp. Have it on the mid-rate elevator. Feels really good. The elevator gets a little more pitch sensitive with this 4,000, so just be ready for that. All right, we're turning it in. Going to full throttle. And throttle coming back. All right, so what we're going to do right now is go full flaps. We're going to leave the gear up for this. Jerry, can you take a peek at that full scale coming over us?
Over your left. To the left side of the field, so just circle for a second. Vertical punch part.
Yep, guys, we have a full scale airplane flying through right now, so I'm just going to go slow pass. No power. We're going to make it set up again. All right. Shouldn't have counted against us. We're going throttle off. All right, going into our slow pass. We have a direct crosswind right now, about 5 miles an hour.
Slow pass to vertical punch.
Turning in over the runway right now. 0 power, gliding you. There's full flaps. And punch to vertical. Showing you that power. Flaps coming up. Airplane is stalling out there. We're going to push it over and fly out of it. Our next maneuver for you guys will be the inverted pass. It's a very, very neutral stick position with this 4,000 because you are right on the edge of tail heavy with this. Inverted. We're just going to hold it right out there in front of us. Looks good. All right, so we're going to do a half Cuban. We're going to do this one downwind. We're going to start down the runway. We're at about half power, lining up with the runway. We're going to start our maneuver, come over the top, add a little bit of rudder for that crosswind right now. Hold it, roll out, and fly downwind. Touch and go. So let's come by for a gear pass as we go by.
It's direct from the south.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Gear extension. You'll see the doors come open first. Now our gear should come out. And then our inner gear doors will go back up. We're going to go 1 notch of flaps. You will notice that the angle of attack is much higher with this lighter pack when you're coming into land. You're going to definitely get that nose up. So I'm at 0 power. Power is coming back in to about 10%, starting to establish our glide slope. Oop, a little hard. Crosswind got me right there at the end. Full stop landing. And what you'll notice is with the 4,000, it's very lightly loaded. So if it's a windier day, I think I would like a little more nose weight, which could be accomplished by adding a little bit of nose weight to the model, of course. But we're showing you as it comes out of the box, it will fly pretty nice on the 4,000. So here we go, full stop. I'm down to 0 power, half flaps right now. That crosswind is kind of hitting us. You can see the plane established, adding the power back in. And reverse thrust. All right, so that was our 4,000 pack flight. Let's get you a battery report real quick now that we're down. I'm sure you've got that timer right down there in the corner so you can know exactly how long that flight was. Pull that out. $381 a cell, or 40%. All right, so this time we've got the 5,000 milliamp battery in there. Once again, I am going right off of the CG marks printed on the wings for all of these flights. So this battery had to slide back a little bit in the battery bay to make the same CG area. No ordnance, no flaps, here we go. Gear up. I am gonna go to my full rate elevator. I like it. Oh, you know, I'm gonna go back to half. There's no wind currently. Feeling pretty good up there.
It's full scale off to your northeast. He's way high.
All right, I just saw our gear come up. Fast pass, right down the runway. Rolling it into full throttle. Power coming out.
Slow pass to vertical punch.
All right, as it comes by, we are gonna go 1 notch of flaps. Same as before, no gear on this one, we're just gonna do flaps. Get the airplane slow for you so you can see it with that 5,000 milliamp. Each battery pack has its own unique feel to it. Feels a little heavier. Really liking the feel of this 5,000 though. So we're at 0 power, establishing a good glide slope. Power back to about 10% just as it flies by. And punch. No lack of power here on the stock power system. It's gonna fall over, there it goes. Flaps up, glide pass.
Inverted pass.
Our next one will be an inverted pass down the runway here. Turning it in. Feels much more stable with a little bit more nose weight from the 5,000. Here we go, flipping it over. And locked in, guys, locked in. Roll it back out.
Half Cuban.
Half cubum. Coming down the chute. About half throttle here. And starting the Cuban. Add that rudder in as it goes over. And roll out.
Touch and go.
Touch and go. As we come by, we'll do a gear out cycle. Got some gunfire today here at Larks. Taking anti-aircraft fire. All right, switch is flipped. You'll see the gear doors, then the gear. There they come. As we get turned, I'm gonna go to 1 notch of flaps. Here they come. I have also noticed I have not needed any elevator to flap mix as it comes out, guys. All right, here we go. 0 power, setting up our glide slope. Power coming back to about 10%. Hold it off. Beauty. And powering up.
Full stop landing.
Full stop. Here we come. We're gonna go full flaps. The wind has pretty much stopped for this landing for now. Full flaps are deployed. We're going for full stop. I've got my finger up there on my little slow there. You can see the wings starting to tell me I was slow. Got my finger up on my reverse thrust item. 0 power, coming up to about 10. Hold it. That crosswind's getting me. All right, we're just gonna drive it. That crosswind kind of picked up at the last second there and pulled me over. But hey, we're down and safe. All right, let's get a battery report on this one. All right, so there's our 5,000 milliamp flight. I'm sure we've got our timer down there in the corner for you once again. Let me pull the battery. $385 a cell, or 50% left in that pack. All right, finally up, we have a 6,000 milliamp Admiral 6S battery in here for the last flight. Same thing as before, no flaps for takeoff. We are ready to go. Much heavier feeling right off the bat. Gear coming up.
Fast pass.
Going to my high rate elevator. I can definitely feel that weight. It's good though. All right, our first maneuver will be the fast pass. Power up to full. Looking rock solid.
Slow pass to vertical punch.
Down to 0 power here. Reaching up. First notch of flaps are coming in. Making our turn to final. Full flaps coming in. Down to 0 throttle. Back up to about 10. And punch. Wow.
Slow down.
All right, pulling it over. We're gonna call that good.
Yeah.
Flaps coming up.
Inverted pass.
Next one will be the inverted pass. Day's been going good. It's feeling locked in with this extra nose weight. I actually really like this. First time flying it on the 6000 here. All right, let's flip her over. Just a hair bit of down pressure. Feels really solid.
Half cubit.
All right, we're gonna turn her right down the runway. Half throttle down the runway into the half cubit at the end. And beginning our maneuver. Coming over the top, plenty of power. Use that little bit of rudder to bring it straight. Hold it inverted and roll out. Powered as idle.
Touch and go.
Touch and go. Same as before. We're going to come on by, put our gear out as it comes by. And flip. Should see inner gear doors. Now gear. Which we do. All right. One notch of flaps coming in. Zero power right now gliding. Adding it back to about 10%, beginning our flare. Hold it off, hold it off. A little bit of a bump in the runway there. Power coming back. I found every bump on the runway today.
Full stop.
Full stop. But it's okay, these gear can take it. You've got suspension landing gear. Landing gear test, that's right. Here we go, turning it in, dropping full flaps. Zero power right now from there. Establishing glide slope. Power coming back to 10%. Every bump in the runway and full throttle in our reverse function. Awesome, let's get it back over here and get that final battery report. All right, that completes our flight with the 6000 6S Admiral battery in here. Let's get that out and show you the final report on our battery. I imagine there's quite a bit left in the tank. If I can plug it in right. All right, we're at 388 SL or 57%. Hey, so that was some awesome flying of the all-new 80mm Cougar. This airplane, for guys that have flown T-33 or L-39, is very similar to that as far as the locked-in feeling. It glides very well, and it is extremely stable. That new E52 gyro really makes this airplane feel very locked in the wind, or even on a nice day like today. If you've decided to get one of these, don't forget you can get them here at motionrc.com. Also, the batteries you saw flown in this, we did the 4000, the 5000, and the 6000. So customers with those different batteries can know that this airplane can fly on all of them. One thing I will give you a heads up on is if you're gonna fly with the 4000, you're going to need to add nose weight if you're gonna fly with the ordnance. Go on and expect, if you're flying on the 4000, to fly without the ordnance. with it in its stock configuration. There's just not a way to hit that nose weight as it shifts the CG back quite a bit when you put all the ordnance under the airplane. With the 5 and the 6000, it's no problem. You can move it forward about ½ an inch and it's gonna hit that CG mark, no issue. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, whether it's land, sea, or air, Motion RC has everything you want, and we are gonna see you in the next episode. Bye guys.